How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. We're continuing our little medieval, I don't know what you'd call it, series or playthroughs. And we're going off with the Medieval Resurrection for PSP. This was released in 2005, so about, what would that be, 7 years after the first game. And, yeah, I don't think this was looked on favorably by a lot of people. I think the new remaster definitely did, got a lot more praise than this one did. And we're gonna find out why. I'm gonna go ahead and play through it with you guys and just show you what it's all about. I've looked it up prior to, I'd say, this year. I didn't know anything about this game in depth. I always thought it looked good. Ignore the graphics because I'm assuming, even though I'm playing this on the PlayStation Classic catalog, so I'm on my PS5, I'm assuming that this is
Dan's Crypt, the
not
best place to go.
they weren't able to do much with the PSP pre-rendered cutscenes. It's still gonna look terrible, but the premise is more or less the same. In game, I think it looks great. I think this looks awesome. And these are the gargoyles now.
Well, he's back. Old Sir Daniel Fortescue.
Clearly the mouths aren't synced at all. There's no... That's just him talking around and stuff. But a lot of cutscenes in this game, so I don't want to stay and watch a lot of it. I'm kind of more keen on the playing.
I never had you down
the
as
actual
a reader.
gameplay of it.
You use a monocle, right?
I have played through this
a
recently.
training room, eh? Nice decor.
So after my Medieval 1 playthrough, I did go ahead and play through this with the PS4 version. This is the PS5 version, so I haven't unlocked all the trophies. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And hopefully it'll serve as a guide for you guys as well. You can see this is a breakable wall, just like the PS1 version. But we'll have to come back with a club later to get it.
Ah, a beautiful map of Gallowmere. This will help us get around the realm.
I actually like the music in
The graveyard.
the map world.
You wouldn't catch me
I
digging
think they've
graves in
used
my yard.
music
Spoils
from
the ambience.
PS1 for this. Maybe like a remixed or remade it.
I sense Zarok is very
Not for
close
everything,
by.
but I
Maybe
recognize some
at
of the
Cemetery
tunes.
Hill, which lies just beyond this graveyard.
The gameplay is more or less the same, honestly. Only difference, as you can notice, major difference outside of just like graphics, is that the game is like a lot slower. And you have this charge when if you charge your light attack, you get this now, which is pretty good. You can charge the heavy attack still, do the spin. But I think combat has been like, well, though the general engine has been sort of made to kind of refine the combat a bit more. Whoa! Oh, that's terrible. Well, we're keeping it in. We're doing it live. Oh, that's something. You don't lose a bottle if you fall in the water. I never knew that, honestly. I didn't fall enough in the water for me to recognize. We just lost 25 health and that's it. Which is, I mean, you can tell me if you like that or not. I think that's great. If there's any... I don't think this game has as finicky a control scheme as the first game did on PS1. So you won't run into those issues as much where you just lose your control of Dan a little bit and end up running off something by accident. As far as I can tell. So it's more or less the same though. I did want to do a playthrough of the game the first time around, but I was just really struggling to understand how to play it for the longest time. Like, it's quite similar, but it's hard to get used to. It definitely, at least for me, it was quite a departure from what the first game was. There's some areas which are a bit difficult still.
Maybe just club stuff really hard.
And I mean, look at this is nothing like what the PS1 game was in terms of the graveyard level. This is all totally different now. So I don't consider this really a remaster. It's definitely more of a remake, or maybe even like a reimagining, some alternate version of the game. I would not base my impressions of Medieval on this game in particular. It's just really different from, well, the majority of the games at this point, given that we have Medieval 2 and the remaster as well. This is the shop gargoyle, which I'll show you this actually.
Hello, stranger. What can I sell you today? A nice bit of schmatter?
A nice bit of what? I never understood what he said. Schmettel? Yeah, same old thing really. You can buy stuff from, but you can actually buy health vials. This might be the most useful that the vendor has ever been at this point. I don't think there's anybody or any other game which has a vendor that does that. I don't remember in the second game if they do, but definitely not in the remaster. So they you know, kept it to this one. Very useful though. I don't know if you'll need it that much, if I'm being honest, because as you can see, like so far, the game is quite I mean, relatively forgiving, I'd say. It's very simple. It's not as hardcore as the first game was on PS1. By at least, you know, in my opinion. The difficulty lies elsewhere. It's like the levels are much longer. I'll say that for the most part, they're quite long, and a lot more to do. But at the same time, there's some. I mean, yeah, it's just different. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a different experience altogether. If you've never played it before and you're into Medieval, I'd encourage you to try it.
Beyond these gates lies the exit to this cemetery, but the gates are locked. You didn't think you'd just breeze on through here, did you? You did? Ha! Oh, my aching sides, ha!
Okay. They are quite entertaining. They didn't do a bad job with the gargoyles, in my opinion. Something new about the chalice, I totally forgot to mention. I picked it up, but it wasn't full yet. And that's something, I don't know if it's new to this game or if it's in the second one as well, but yeah, whoa, that happens sometimes too. It's interesting. I prefer, I don't know why, I'm just used to it being full first, and then you can pick it up. But again, these levels I think are they're a bit more involved, they're a bit bigger, so maybe having to backtrack is, you know, a bit more of a pain. We're getting pretty rich right off the bat. So I get that, and it is a lot like less taxing to have to backtrack when to not have to backtrack, I mean. But yeah, that's the end of the first level. We got the chalice, not much else to it really. There you go.
The Hall of Heroes, where they feast and make merry unto eternity. Yes, even on a school night.
Alright.
Welcome, O undernourished one, to the Hall of Heroes.
This is... Honestly, I get mad Hercules vibes from this Hall of Heroes. The color scheme, the fact that it's, you know, in the clouds. I mean, the first game had it in the clouds as well, but it's strange.
Captain Fortescue, does the battle go well? A temporary setback, I'm sure, sire. Gosh, they were merry times, slapping our thighs, downing big...
Jeez, I can't, I'm sorry. Interesting take on the game. It's a totally different vibe. Like, the last game was a lot... Well, you know, on PS1 it was a lot darker, more... it's darker and or like rather a bit cynical / sarcastic in a lot of ways. This one's, I think, overly... Even though that one was colorful, this one, it's overly cartoony, like very cartoonized, and it goes for a different vibe altogether, I think. So, nothing wrong with it, but yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. I mean, dude, these guys are tanky. The spin attack is still best way to deal with most mobs, and I think in this game easier to pull off. Let's see, I need to kind of get my bearings real quick. I'm just gonna look up one thing. Okay. I do want to keep an eye out for all the health bottles, because missing that will be a bit of a bother, if I'm being honest. And I actually forgot to make a save. There we go. These are, you know, chests as per usual. That one is, yeah, that's the exploding one. If you see, if you open a chest and it puffs out red, it means you're gonna get an item of some sort. But if you don't, that means there's a bomb in there and it's gonna go ahead and destroy you. You take quite a lot of damage from it, so yeah, something to keep in mind. I don't know if it's just me, but for them to not have made some sort of quick switching option for your different equipment is kind of a missed opportunity. Like, I don't think the PSP had the same number of buttons as like a normal controller did, so maybe that's why they were a bit limited there. I really have no clue, to be honest. It's just, yeah, in my opinion, a shame that they weren't able to do anything with that. Yeah, right, hang on. We'll pop that open. Open that. And I think this is where we can light it, yeah. Oh, no. There we go. So, like, similar, right? It's got similar puzzles, similar, well, the level layout, maybe not so much, but certain aspects of it, definitely. And, it's like, yeah, that's basically how you can compare the two, this one and the PS1 version. It's like, kind of, but not really the same. This is new though. You get a spade, and some places you can actually dig up and you'll find certain goodies. Some of them are important, others are just like extra. But I think we'll come across one
to summon
soon.
a witchy.
Let's see. Oh, right here. Yes.
The soil on that grave looks looser.
So there we go.
A man in a
He just
sleeping bag
automatically
full of
goes and
scorpions.
starts digging it once you select it on the right spot. And there we go, we get some gold on that one. Anything here? It's very obvious, it's like a giant mound of dirt, so it is a bit hard to miss. And if it's something important, your ally will mention it, that weird, I don't know, wizard thing in your head. There we go. I think my favorite change is that you don't have to worry about falling into stuff. And I mean, the level layout supports that as well. You're not gonna have a lot of finicky areas. Ouch. These guys are all over me. Oh, so we already have 100%. That's one other thing I think that has stuck out to me. Oh, there's the chalice. Is that you tend to complete the chalice quite easily. So now that we've completed it, to be honest, we don't need to kill anybody else. We can just be on our merry way.
Some rolling rocks look crumbly. Maybe try whacking them.
Oh, dang it. I wasn't supposed to do that. Let's work our way back. I'm just trying to say, is there anything else? We'll have to go back to the crypt. We already got the club now. So in reality, this level isn't that big. It's just a little loop. But yeah, different to how it was in the first game, for sure. And even the climb is a bit different because you can't really avoid some of these. Ouch. Okay, no. Are you gonna come down? Yeah. Whoa. Okay. And there are no chests up along the path either. Ow. This is very confusing. Did I just shield best? Oh, you can. Oh, that's pretty sick. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually awesome. Alright, now that you make it up here, I think they just shut their mouths. This is sweet. The fountain. Fountains only replenish one bottle worth of health, so one full health bar. Less, like halved of the original.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes. Enjoy your visit. Patrons are reminded to leave quietly. We've had complaints from the neighbors.
The only reason the loading takes long is because they have that little commentary. Okay, so we got the crossbow. Didn't really need to use it there. And now we've got the warhammer. I will say they did change how the warhammer acts, so it's not just the end-all be-all. To be honest, it's kind of slow and a bit sluggish to use at the moment.
Dan's crypt.
I mean,
the best place
just
to
always.
go
It doesn't
if you're
get any
looking for
better.
Dead Dan.
Whereas the club, firstly, the hammer. I'll just show it because we're gonna need it anyway to break the wall. It's a two-handed weapon, so you can't hold the shield as well as swinging this. They have that here, which might be unique. But
I can do no joke.
beyond that, like it's just not particularly useful. So now this level has just the one enemy. We get 100% on the chalice, and if you dig up the grave, you'll get the chalice. Here we go. Kind of a freebie. We need to go pick up the room.
Ah, a training room, eh? Nice decor. Early macabre.
There we go.
That is a rune key, Dan.
So something else we need to do actually.
And
I've
open
just been
sesame.
reminded. Come here.
You got to study. I never had you down
There
as
we
a
go.
reader.
And subscribe.
You use a monocle, right?
Like, share, subscribe. Back to the Hall of Heroes.
Not you again, you dirty great stopper.
It's good to
Haven't
get
you
that
got a
quick.
crypt to go to?
It gives you like extra progression on your you know, on all your upgrades and stuff, which is nice. What do we get from this fella? Ah, we get the long sword. Okay, so this one's also a two-handed weapon, which means oops, I'm going the wrong way. Which means you won't be able to hold a shield. And the strongest weapon I think in the game is also a two-handed weapon. So yeah, not many situations where you're gonna be able to actually use the sword.
The Hilltop Mausoleum.
Or like the sword
Think
and
of it as a
shield.
kind of pet shop, but with less fragrant purchasing choices.
Oh, Daniel Danikins. You are so persistent, I'll give you that. But then so are beggars' babies, and I trample those underfoot too. Look, you really must get it into your thick, exposed cranium. You cannot stop me from conquering Gallowmere. Already I have transformed the populace into servile zombies and drained the sunlight from the skies, withering many a tomato plant in the process. How could a spindly monovisual carcass like you reverse the momentum of such an epic master plan? And see where your stubbornness has got you? Do you see? You're trapped forever in this necropolis. Still, you could always discuss your predicament with my good friend up there. I'm sure he'd do his best to help you.
Okay, enough of that.
Beware, imps are sticky-fingered thieves. Trust me, we can spot our own.
Oh, good thing this is a one-hit. Oh, you rat. Come over here. Stop it. There we go. Okay, not too bad. I think this level is more or less the same. Oh. The hammer does it in one go, which is sweet. I think if you use the club, it does take 3. Oh. There we go. Last one. I don't have a need to save the money like I did before, so we will definitely be spending it when we are in need. That definitely makes the gameplay much easier. Oh, yeah, something else. You get a trophy for killing 5 of these rats, so I will try. Hey. Splat. Lataruski Dabrewski. I think this is the right way I'm supposed to go. Something else that's pretty cool. You can destroy these with the sword. Way easier, I must admit. Anything here? No.
The floor is collapsing! Run! Run! Get out quick!
It's strange that he shield dashes, but as if he's holding a shield, but he doesn't have one. Let's get this out again. Okay. We're pretty close. I think that was like number 3. Oh, he almost grabbed it again. A bit of a chugging on the frame rate. Damn. By a bit, I mean, yeah, decent chunk. Oh. Let's see. This should do it. One more. There we go. Sweet. Got a nice life bottle. And we'll see, what does this guy have
I
that we
trust
can
you find
maybe use?
yourself in a cash-rich situation.
We can repair our shields, which is sick. It does not matter what the oh, we can buy quite a few crossbows. Even though we're gonna come up against the glass demon, kinda handy. So yeah, the bronze and silver shields, you still pick them up, but you can just replenish them that way if you are in need. Hands off, mate. This level's definitely quite faithfully recreated. You come over here, got the guy playing. No vials here this time. Oh!
I am compelled by some primal force always to play this song of fear and sadness. Please, bring me new music, that I may break this cycle of endless misery. Go on, do us a favor. It's driving me mental.
Well, there you go. Can't say no to a face like that, can you? Let me know what you guys think about it so far, though. I have to say, the beginning was quite jarring to get used to, but like once you do get used to it, it's a much, well, I guess it's a much easier game, I'll be honest, and that part can get a bit
Not again! The floor is giving way,
stale.
Dan! Run for our lives!
So yeah, it very much depends on your preference. Like, I do wish there was a bit more of a challenge to it sometimes, but overall it's, you know, it's just a different vibe that they went for, nothing wrong with that. So we got one sheet of music. This one's unique in that you need two. I think this will open up one of those gates to get us the rune, and then while we're down there, we can get the other sheet music. There we go. He's not some mad skeleton that's playing the music, though. Different art direction and just theme in general, or like the tone that they were going for. But you can listen to the music, that's still going. Same as before. I'm gonna just grab this. Now, normally I wouldn't, you know, do that until we've unlocked everything and picked up everything, but actually no need, because this does not end the game and lock everything away once you start the next area, or once you start the boss fight, I mean. Before, it used to be that as soon as you finish the boss fight, everything would stay locked, you wouldn't be able to progress. Here you can. I didn't even know you could make it around the boss, so there you go. Definitely very different compared to what he was like in the original.
Looks like the heart is his only weak point.
But that part's the same. And in this case, it is worth running around because... actually, maybe not even. We still have that fountain, so I've got a whole bar's worth of health to expend if needed. Slightly different fight in terms of how upright, but you know, more or less the same. I'm just gonna sit here and take... Oh, you can't even shoot at him after that. Okay. Never mind that. It's not like the PS1 where you can just keep shooting at him as he shoots you. So, yeah, well, it is what it is. Pat, 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 pat. Should be. There you go. We definitely can't finish this as fast as we could in PS1. Oh, so close. Dang it. Next phase should be the last, next cycle. Oh sweet, it's just this one again. Easy. Come on. Is he not done yet? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I didn't know you could charge up the shots. Oh. Oh, it just fires 3 rapidly. More or less the same then. I think you could charge up everything in this game, pretty much. Everything has a charge up effect. Last heart. There we go.
By the sacred underwear of Brittany, goddess of popular beat combos, I underestimated you.
Can't say I'm a big fan of all the characters in the long dialogue. There we go. I think that'll do it. We're all done. We'll pick up the key. You can see everything's open, so you can backtrack if you want. But now we jump through here and we're done.
The Hall of Heroes. Sorry. What can I tell you? Your name's not on the list. I'm just messing. In you go.
I wonder who that is. Who's the narrator during the loading screens? I like the voice. Oh, I think I do know. I think it's supposed to be Death. We do meet him later on.
Dan the man.
Oh my
Tell
lord.
me, what's a warrior queen got to do to get a guy like you? Don't be shy, baby. I've seen you giving me the eye.
Okay. I gotta close it there. Jesus. I mean, similar, but it's just to a different tune, like it's a different
Return
tone.
to the graveyard. We went there earlier. If you have reasonable short-term memory, you might remember it.
Okay.
We need to get out of this graveyard. The glass demon's key might help.
I think there should be, yep, there is a coffin for us to ride. But this is the only stop and it's not a secret. This is intended, I think. So the glass door that he mentioned, the gargoyle mentioned during our first visit.
Dan! Buoyancy is not your strong point!
Bring me back, maybe? There we go. The gargoyle, the door that he mentioned was locked in the first visit to the graveyard. That's unlocked now, I believe, because this area is supposed to be the same. You'll see it's a familiar sight. But we skipped a lot just to get that, so I'm going to really quickly go backtrack, make sure we pick up everything, get them kills. Even though they're quite lenient on providing you with enemies to fill the chalice usually, you don't want to risk it. I would say, it's the same dealio. Well, that's not right. It's not good. How do we work our way back? There should be a way. Hang on. Let's figure this out. Well, there used to be a boulder here last time. That's strange. Well, maybe I kind of jumped the gun if that's the case. I really should have been back there. Now what? Oh, there we go. My bad. Great. Okay, now we can go back. Thank you. And we'll leave that vial in case we need it. Doubt it, but no need to be wasteful. Oh, a single light attack does the job. Alright. Ooh. Whole bunch of honeys, and I think that pretty much does it. Can leave now. Don't know what's through that gate, but... Oh, I think that's technically where we came from last time. But yeah, you're not supposed to.
This path leads to undertakers. An old acquaintance of yours, eh, Dad?
So I mean, the concept of the levels I think is preserved. There are some which are a bit different, and you know, some new levels and some old levels that have either been completely reworked or they low-key just don't exist anymore. But I think for the most part in the beginning, things are, you know, relatively faithfully maintained. I feel like there would be something destructive in one of those chests. Jeez. Okay. Down, boys, down. Another spade. We already had one though, and the fact that we can travel back to Dan's crypt while we had it, I mean, it should just stay. I guess you get this one in case you missed the last one or something. Since in the first graveyard visit's kind of just a bonus.
How can I help you, my
Whoa.
musty friend?
That's not good, he just kind of hung there. I'll buy just a vial. Oh, there was one right here. Great. Well, we got the 50 gold back for that. What's the way in? Oh, just like this. Okay. Easy. Speaking of the devil.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Death. It is I who eased the passage of lost souls on their final journey. The hours are hell, but I wanted a job working with people. But hold. Have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue! I've done you once already. I never forget a corpse. It's that pesky Zarok. I'm up to my eye sockets in the ex-deceased. Business hasn't been this brisk since the great massacre of Mellowmead. I may have to take on an intern. Help you fight Zarok? Of course. If only to get some rest. I'd be off on holiday topping up my tan if it wasn't for that evil old madman. But there is a way to stop him.
I love this guy.
You'll need the Anubis Stone. It was used by Zarok 100 years ago to create an undead army. The very army that you fought on the day of your, arrow-based mishap. After that most bloody of battles, the Galamir people acquired the stone. To prevent its power being used again for evil, they broke it into 4 and gave each piece to a trusted member of the realm. You'll need to find all 4 pieces to use the stone's power. Then you can summon up an army that can compete with Zarok's elite guard, the terrifying Phasguls. They sound...
Phasgul sounds a lot like the Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. But yeah, that's I think one of the biggest changes to the plot of this game, to the story, is that you're going around collecting the Anubis stone instead of I don't think you're really collecting anything in the original. You're just doing, you know, adventuring and collecting stuff as you need it. What are we actually doing though? I'm a bit confused. Do we have anything? Ah, we have the Witch's Talisman. Am I doing anything here, mate? No? I hit the switch. I didn't see what it actually did. Well, we'll figure it out. It's a relatively linear level, so there's not a lot of places to get lost. Is this open? Nope, not this. Ah, but nope. That's where we came from. What did I do? I'm gonna rewind because I have no idea what I actually did when I hit the switch. Some random gates in the middle of nowhere just opened. Is it back here? Did I open something back here? Ah, I did. Okay, my bad. Alright. As you were. That's just for the sake of time. Don't count that against me. That's, I mean, it's on me for not paying attention, but yeah. In and out, bob and weave.
Sandals of the Wandering Hippie, the famous Muluk Chief's Memorial.
A lot of enemies. I don't know if I actually said that already, but dude, it takes forever to fill it. They give you a lot of enemies to fill it with, but you still need a decent amount. They've increased how much it normally takes. Hey, you mind? Thank you. I'm gonna hold it on that because it's doing something to that middle thing that I think we need it to do. I'm just not entirely sure what that is. Bring that up, and then we'll just come on this side real quick. I'll grab the rune first, in case we need it. Okay, so they're kind of helping open up the middle area. Ooh. Honestly, worthwhile trade. Not being able to hold the shield, but you get a sword with some pretty decent range, and it's really strong too. I just don't think you can enchant it or anything, unfortunately. Which, I mean, at the moment, don't really need it. For a shovel, like a grave to dig. Ah,
A piece of the Anubis stone. Its power and worth is unimaginable. I know a bar where you can get cash for this.
I don't know, PSP games always had this kind of sharp look to them. It's something I remember seeing in the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep game. Because that one was also ported to consoles. Wait, I totally forgot. Hang on. I need to go back down to that waterfall. But yeah, very similar vibe. Not vibe, sorry, like the quality of it and stuff. It's, yeah, very similar. I wonder if all the PSP games are like that. I do want to get through Jack as well. I have all the games downloaded and ready to play for that. Weird that they only have Ratchet and Clank size matters in the Classics collection, when I would honestly say all the other ones are definitely top tier classics. Unless they're looking to do some sort of HD remake of those, given that they released the Rift Apart game with the PS5 release. That would make a lot of sense. But no word on anything like that, that's just me talking out of my butt. Wish they would though. It's a shame to see old franchises kind of just be forgotten about. When they brought back Crash, and like it clearly showed there was an interest in that IP. Heck, my nieces play Crash. Crash 4. So, you know, that one's quite a difficult game, even for me. So for them to be playing it and they're like still in primary school, and they actually beat the game. They couldn't get through the epilogue, and they're not exactly collecting all the boxes or anything, but it's I still think it's just, yeah, worth revisiting some of these older IPs. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is a bit different of a boss fight. Is that... I don't know what happened to some of these dogs. Are they down? I'm gonna have to sack some potions to beat these dogs. There's no way. Let's try this attack. Hey. Oh no, that was bad. Okay. Now it's time for the proper boss battle. As if it wasn't hard enough in the first game, honestly. Ooh. So the tactic still works. It's easier to control Dan because he's not just sprinting all over the place all the time. Or like... It's more that, I mean, yeah, the game is a bit slower overall, so it's just easier for the fighting to be more predictable. It's not as hectic. I am missing these though. How is that not hitting? It's basically going through him. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It does a decent chunk of damage. Ah, rude. Ah, too slow. I must be like doing it wrong, but it's the only way I've ever figured out to actually do this fight. Both in PS1 and in this version, so like I just stick with it. Eventually you get the job done. It's just hard to tell what's intended and what's not. There we go, it's one down. What a weird pose they pull. Come on, man. Come at me, dog. Dude, I think it's because they're quite short that sometimes the hit just whiffs, but I swear I'm doing it properly. Look at that! There we go. Ooh. Leaders of the pack.
Excellent work, my brother. Let me ruffle your hair. Oh, never mind. But we have escaped. Gallowmere Plains lies beyond that gate.
Which gate? This way.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes. I went to the Hall of Zeros once. It's quite dull, but at least they don't all make chicken noises when your back's turned. Ah.
What a nice. Alright, what's the next reward? Longbow. Okay. I feel like not a lot of the weapons are useful, which is pretty much the same as it was in the first game then. Oh, what? Oh yeah, sure, let's see. Okay, I pressed that by accident. We'll do this type of save as well. So yeah, we can go to a few different areas, but Gallowmere Plains is like a...
Galamir Plains. Big,
It's
flat,
just
and
a
home to a
hub.
circus. What are you waiting for?
Hey, I lost my sister at the carnival around here once. That coconut shy was rigged, I tell you.
Hello, stranger. What can I sell you today? A nice bit of schmatter?
You can actually get the Woden's brand. Is apparently the strongest weapon in the game. Requires 8 tokens, and you get the tokens by completing mini games at the carnival, which is a new thing. This is where the carnival starts,
once, but I quit.
but you can play a couple of other games over here as well. So there's 8 total, 6 in there, and you talk to each of these guys to play a different one as well. So 8 total, and you just have to play and grind through a lot of different mini games to get it. I never got it in my first playthrough because it took too long. I'm gonna get it now just to show it off at the end here, so we can hopefully just use it, because I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen any videos on it. I saw how to get it and I saw how to get it, left it at that. It would be better for me to level up a bit, get maybe like the magic sword to do some of these, but I think it would be cool to just have an OP weapon to use it right away and proceed with the rest of the game that way. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit.